Yeah, yeah. One West. Yeah, easy. I'm sorry. Me need a break. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We work hard in a life, hustle every day and all in a night. Man a hunt for the goal and a dig it in a road and a live my life. I'm sorry, me need a break, I'm sorry. Right now me a seek time for myself and me a shell down some party. Be stressed, me a look for a recess. For me brain me a refresh. This a game me a reset. Move to the girl in a the beach dress. The body a roll she a the neatest. She nah no man, nah that a the weakness. So me the in her ears but not like a real pest. Nah, just a move with a vibe. Because we a poor, the mood is alive. If you do 9 to 5 I know you a get rich, you do realize. I'm sorry, me need a break, I'm sorry. Right now we a poor kulu rump and NC we compare. That is it. Move to that girl, let the body tick. What is it? You know see me attack low the politics. Watch it twist. No one see no ratchet flick, no matic click. No negative energy, a positive. One West I keep the peace and no magic trick. We a dance till in icon. We a groove, we a vibe. And no care, no fear right off. Make it on with your life. Me say, me no want see you leave yet. Me no want see you depressed. We a party for de-stress. We work hard in a life, hustle every day and all in a night. Man a hunt for the goal and I mash up the road and I live no life. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Me stress, me a look for a recess. For me brain me a refresh. This a game me a reset. Move to the girl in a the peach dress. The body a roll she a the neatest. She nah no man so that a the weakness. So me the in a it that a no real test. Nah. Alright, clap it up. Yeah, man. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Shalom, Cap.
Yeah. Yo, Shikatha, how you doing?
Two up, sir. Two up. You know what I mean? To the people, them tuning in.
They're trying to knock me out the game, man.
Yeah, kind of one can. So luck, yeah. Strange.
Yeah, telling you. All of a sudden. Yeah. No sweat. I'll take care of that in the morning.
Kind of one can, sir.
Yeah, man. What we have for them tonight?
All right, so we have a Jamaican couple who lost their son by the hand of the New York police. And we normally hear about police Unalive in the United States, but I guess we here in Jamaica, you know what I mean, I don't know if it ever occurred to us that we are in the same, you know what I mean, boat as our black American brothers, the Judites, you know what I mean? Which always fall at the hands of the American police, the oppressor police force. You know what I mean? So we have a case, you know what I mean, of that, and we're just going to break that down for the people. And go ahead.
And tell me this. Is it in the Jamaican media?
I don't see it. I don't see it anywhere.
You understand? Ain't no problem. Yeah, I mean, you could get them the intro and let's jump right into it.
Yeah, man. So this is the Breakdown Podcast where we break down the strongholds holding back the children of Israel here in Jamaica, Trinidad, and Tobago. You know what I mean? The Caribbean, North, Central, and South America. You know what I mean? So without further ado, I'm going to pop up the screen, like, share, follow, depending on the platform you're watching on. You know what I mean? I'm here with our host, Captain of 13,000, Nayatak out of ISUPK, North Carolina, and the Commanding General, Your Honor. See?
Sure.
Yeah, man. So let's get straight into it, sir. We're gonna play the tape for the people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can see what I go on because, like I said, it not come over Jamaican media, so you know most Jamaicans even know about what I go on. They don't
Yeah.
even know about this. So you know what I mean? Like, we just play the tape. 1 second.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Now take your time on it. Yeah, because that's a rough video to look at too.
Can.
And you know, I mean, people see to you know, I mean, this brother and sister, this is their only child.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Only child. And I think the brother had some mental illness. And the father was there on the scene. But let me not talk it. Go ahead and play it.
Select it.
In no volume.
Yeah, man. Can.
I call for help on the murder my son, yo. Please help me, yo.
No, Karen, I'm saying there's no volume on the video.
You not hear it?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, select it. 1 second.
No, you good. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna have to separate from these people. I mean, there's no coming together with them. I'm asking no coming together with them. Like black people think, well, you know what I mean? Well, how you know is a oppressor that unalive him and not a brother. Well,
call for help on the murder.
Go ahead. You no play the video.
Yeah, hear it now?
Yeah.
I'm a son, yo.
Alright.
Please help me, yo. I called her to help my son. I was hugging my son like this. I told him, I love him, yo. One officer said, don't shoot, and the next officer shoot. Oh, God. Why, yo? Oh, God.
Chaz Frey's mother and father stood outside the 101st Precinct inconsolable over the loss of their only child.
Oh, Jesus.
Why she still shoot 2 shots?
Oh, God. You shot my son.
Police said Chaz Frey did not comply with multiple commands to drop his box cutter. The Reverend Carl McCall, who was assisting the family, disputed that account.
This is not a case of mental health. This was a call for help because the father watches TV and he sees the police department said that if you have any issues, you can call the police department because we want to focus on community policing.
Right.
So he called 911 to talk to his son, not to kill his son.
McCall is calling for the officer's body-worn camera footage to be released. Marla Diamond, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM in Far Rockaway.
And I'll say this. If that call those brothers in New York under Captain Zariak, the brothers in the Israelite School University of Practical Knowledge, that brother would still be alive today.
Can.
You understand? That father picked up the phone and called the oppressor. The Bible says he does not wear he doesn't bear the weapon in yeah, he doesn't bear the sword in vain.
Can.
You understand? This man is a hunter, the Bible says. You understand? And he likes nothing more than blood. He's not coming there to look at your son like he is your son. To him, it's an animal, and he has to put it down.
Can.
You understand? Like, I'm waiting to see this footage. You know, this brother, man, he had to live with that for the rest of his life. He called the cops on his son, and the cops unalive his son. He's going to feel as, you know what I mean, like he did it.
Yeah. Can.
You know what I mean? He's going to feel as if he did it. And this is the problem. Because we're so demonized in this place. Because we're so, you know what I mean, dehumanized in this place. We're not looked at as people, you know what I mean, to the oppressor. I mean, just imagine every 6 o'clock, you know what I mean, you're accustomed for 20 years seeing on the news black people doing, you know what I mean, being criminals. You know what I mean? Like if it's the same amount or more when it comes to a white counterpart. You know what I mean? Any other nation. The Somalis, right? The Somalis got caught with fraud. They not on the news every night.
Gone.
None of these other nations on the news every night. You understand? Across every station. You go in New York, our show is Brothers is on 6 o'clock news. You understand? In the morning and in the evening.
Right.
Just turning, you know what I mean? Just turning us into, you know what I mean? Like in other words, dehumanizing us as a people. So now, when a cop analyzes you, he doesn't feel guilty. He can go home and sleep.
Right.
Get up the next morning, drink coffee, and get back to his job.
Can.
I mean,
so
up to now, go ahead.
So like, if I may, you know what I mean, and this should, you know what I mean, condolence to the family, the mother and the father of this brother who the police unalive. You know what I mean? But this should be a wake-up call for we here in Jamaica who migrate to the United States and think that, you know what I mean, we and our Black American brothers, the tribe of Judah, are in a different boat. You know what I mean? Because like what you mentioned a while ago, Cap, they watch the news and see that the police unalive black people every day. I'm sure about that. You know what I mean? But guess what? Them probably think that because we are Jamaicans or we are Caribbeans people, we're different from the Black American brothers. You know what I mean? We're in the same boat. The police don't look at us any different than how he looks at our Black American brothers. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like what Kappa said, we consider us as animals. So when you call the police, you know what I mean, some little problem you might have with your son, you know what I mean, don't think that the police is coming to, you know what I mean, to quell the situation. The police is coming to unalive your son. You know what I mean? That is what the police is coming to do. You know what I mean? Because to the police, to the oppressor, we are not more than animals, like what Cap said. Slack.
Yeah. Because why would your first option, and you heard it in the news there, right? The reporter, I believe either the reporter or the brother who was speaking on behalf of the family.
The lawyer, I think it's a lawyer.
Well, the lawyer was saying basically, one of the cops told the other cop that shoot not to shoot.
Yeah, oh, you mean the father? That was a father, sir. That's a father.
The father said it. Yeah. Well, he told the other cop not to shoot.
Yeah.
You understand? And that cop still unalive him.
Gun.
Like how much more of these type of incidents we're gonna have to hear. You know what I mean? Hear a family crying. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? For their, you know what I mean, their only son gone.
So
some murderer done take his life. How much more time we gotta hear this, man?
Gun. And if I may, sir, it was a female cop who did the unaliving, you know. It was a female cop. So apparently the male cop was saying don't shoot, but she still unalive him. Which tell us what? Because we here in Jamaica, you know, we have this thing about marrying white women for, you know what I mean? For get with green card and white. We love white woman here in Jamaica, sir. You know what I mean? Here in Jamaica, white woman is our saving grace to a better life. You know what I mean? Not knowing that the same hatred in the oppressor male is the same hatred in the oppressor woman. You understand? So this was a white woman who unalived this brother. You know what I mean? Even though she was told not to shoot, she still put 2 shots into this brother. You know what I mean? For holding a box cutter. You know what I mean? You know, a box cutter, she have taser too, you know. All of them police are equipped with tasers, you know. You know what I mean? Or even shoot the brother in his foot. But guess what she decide to do? She decide to unalive him. See? Because that is the mindset of the oppressor's police force when dealing with our people. First case scenario, unalive. But when it comes to dear people, sir, the amount of video we me see on social media with white man having, you know what I mean, even gun, even firearm, you know what I mean, and the police still hesitate before taking action to unalive them. You know what I mean? them treat for them people as if them are deal with a human being. But when it comes to us, sir, them deal with us like them are deal with an animal, like some wild animal where them have to put down, you know what I mean, before we cause destruction and society. And that is this case right here. And as me I say, to our people here in Jamaica, to brothers, you know what I mean, here in Jamaica, we love the idea of having a white woman who can give us the opportunity of a green card in America. Just know that the white woman hates you just as much as the white man, because this was a white police and female officer who unalived this brother. Salakia, sir.
Yeah. I was gonna see what people.
Yeah, break up, sir. Your sound is started.
Yeah, let me go out and come back in.
You sound good now, you know. I don't know if you want to continue.
Yes, I'm going with my network here.
Oh, yeah, it's still on the start. You know what I mean? So Cap, I go deal with him hard and jump back in. Everybody watching, remember to tap up the screen, like, share, follow, subscribe, depending on the platform you're watching on. This is the Breakdown Podcast, where we break down the strongholds holding back the children of Israel here in Jamaica. You know what I mean? Trinidad and Tobago, the Caribbean, North, Central, and South America. See, so we are dealing with a situation right here where, you know what I mean, a Jamaican couple, see, having, I don't know if it's mental issues problem with their son, see. So them call the police, them in New York, to come rectify the situation. Them never call the police to come, you know what I mean, unalive them son. But what the police came and did was put 2 shots in them son, unaliving them only child. You understand? And now them are regret it. This should be, you know what I mean, this should serve as a lesson to our people. See, that we and our brothers over there, you know what I mean, in North America, our Black American brothers, we are in the same boat. The same way the police deal with our Black American brothers over there is the same way they're going to deal with us here, the Jamaican immigrants. Because to them, like what Cap said, to them, we are nothing but animals. But like what Cap did I bring out as well, you don't see them doing this to the Somalis. You don't see them doing this to the Africans. Because there's a clear distinction between we and these other people. Them would do this to the Mexicans. You understand? How much cases have we seen where Mexican brothers or Hispanic brothers are unalived by police? You know what I mean? All of this, you know, because here in Jamaica, we you know what I mean, we were taught that we are Africans. You know what I mean? We and the Africans are the same. When the Africans are treated differently by the oppressor over there, see, we look at face value. We look at things like, all right, so we apparently look like Africans, which I don't agree with. I don't think we do. See, so we more associate ourselves with being Africans. See, but look at the people who are bearing the brunt of the oppression over there in America. It's blacks and Hispanics. You know what I mean? And for some reason, we here in Jamaica, we think that we are different from our Black American brothers. So, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, so like you were that. My phone said I hack up too.
I want to go on.
I moved to my another device now.
Okay, so like the CIA seem like them depot your case now, man. Yeah, cause great damage to them systematic oppression.
Man, I don't know what the hell going on, but I'm gonna get that situated in the morning. But yeah, man, this is totally heartbreaking, man. You had a scripture?
Kind of one question.
And these are brothers and sisters who, who question the Bible. The Bible is our book. The Bible is to make sure that as Black people, we get back our integrity. You understand? We get back our integrity. Now, now we able to, live with each other. Look out for each other. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's clearly seen you can't depend on the police. Because what you're showing, a box cutter.
Can't.
See, let's see the stun gun. Let's see what the woman had on her waist. Let's see the stun gun. Let's see why she went with the little force first.
Yeah, can.
You understand? And I sure your father call in with hopes of them coming there to have some type of experience to de-escalate the situation. But what the father don't know is that they are somewhat like zookeepers. You understand? And that's how they look at us. You understand? The New York is a jungle, and they are just the zookeepers. And the only way to get order is to put these animals down. Now you have that mindset. You know what? You're gonna have to look for brothers that could do what? That have that mindset of we love our own people.
Right.
You go find that ICPK in New York, and I guarantee you that brother would have been alive today. Any problems, you call up Commander Junior Hanna, man, and we're gonna take care of it. Everybody gonna be alive and well.
Sir.
Like they should not like you have police like this who in fear of their life trying to police our community. You understand? They shouldn't be in our community. Right. They should have no, you know what I mean? Because they don't understand how to deal with us. You understand? You know what I mean? So read that for me.
So yeah, if I sir to add to your point, you know what I mean? To magnify your point where you make, sir. This is what we need to understand. We need to, you know what I mean, find out that the ISUPK under commanding General Your Honor is the only people who care about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. When you call the oppressors police force, is a 50-50 chance that somebody is gonna be an Unalive because the oppressor don't care about our people. Whether they're Jamaican, Trinidadian, Bahamian, you know what I mean? Cuban, Mexican. See? But if, like what Kappa said, if the brother did call ISUPK New York City, because he might have a problem with his son in him, can't control his son, right?
Right.
His son apparently have a mental problem. So the best thing him could do is call the police. But if him did call ISUPK New York, his son would still be alive, like what Cap said.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Nobody would have pulled a firearm at his son, Unalive his son. You know what I mean? But when you call the oppressor police force, when you call, you know what I mean, the oppressor hit squad, they're gonna do what them do. You know what I mean?
That's right.
We're gonna read Romans 13 and 14. You know what I mean? We say, for he is the minister of God to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, he bear it. And be afraid, for he bear it not the sword in vain.
That's right.
You understand? So
that's right. Now go ahead.
Okay. For he is the minister of God, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. You understand? Slap. Go ahead.
That's right. You understand? Like blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people, we're gonna have to understand. We're gonna have to come back and serve the Lord, and we're coming back and serving the Lord. We are going to have to separate from the oppressor. You understand? Right. You would definitely can't, you know what I mean, think about joining the police force, the military, nothing like that. Because once you join it, you understand, some of us join it with the intention of doing good. But through the years, what end up happening is now you become one of them. You understand? Now you're totally one of them. So you can't, you know what I mean, if you don't have the courage to go against, you know what I mean, something as evil as this. You understand? What have been the right thing to do is that cop that pulled that gun, that other cop was supposed to, you mean, like put handcuffs on that cop.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Like you had to do the right thing. If you can't do the right thing, then you know what I mean, what your job, you know what I mean, you should just leave being a police officer. Because trying to have more disciplined men, more professional men. That is their first option is not to unalive someone because they're going through a mental, some mental episode. Right?
I
mean, and now we're gonna have to understand that as as Israelites, if we don't do what the Lord say to do, then when danger come, the protection is not going to be there. You understand? And we need, of all the people on the earth, Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people, we need the Lord's protection. You understand? The white man, he has his military, he has his militia. Chinese have their own country with their own army, their own military. The East Indians have their own country with a military. All African nations, they have their country with their military. The only people that don't have a military to defend the people is Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people.
That's right.
And if you're going, go down that argument path of, well, Venezuela have a military, this other country have a military, I'll still tell you, it can't stand up against the oppressor. You understand? And no way. Venezuela is going to need all the help they could get from China and Russia. Right? So give me one in Lamentations.
This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 18. And it says, they hunt our steps.
They what?
They hunt our steps.
And that's the oppressor. You go into any, especially those police force. Those police force is laden with men who came back from Iraq and Afghanistan and all these, tours they've been on. And they're all, excited just to, to, squeeze that trigger. You know what I mean? And now you in here, you thinking you're about, to protect and serve the people, but you're not. You're not. Instead, you're oppressing the people. You're used as a device, to oppress Black people. You understand? How them sister and them call them Babylon? You understand? Like it's they are oppressive system against Black people, man. Oppressive. And the Lord, we had to understand the Bible. The Lord gave us the King James Bible. No other nation has it. The other nations have it and they're trying to use it. The so-called Israelis took our records and look what type of nation they done become. You understand? The more if we actually take on our own records, you understand, and start doing what the Lord said to do, and I guarantee you think Moses was great coming out to Egypt. You wait until you see Christ return with them 200 million angels cracking them sky. You understand? Moses was, right here, Christ coming from the sky. You understand? A Black man coming from the sky. Your military coming from the sky to free you, to defend you. Because you the hopeless. You the meek. You could clearly see the brother, he ain't rich. He ain't rich. To live in New York, as a brother is very expensive to live in New York. Very. You are Benjamin, you gotta have at least 2 jobs living in New York. And this is a good story too, to, as you were saying in the earlies, for Black people to see in the Caribbean that you thinking coming across here is more greener. It's not more greener. What's going to make it greener is you changing who you are according to the Bible. You understand? It's like a woman. She in this location and nothing is going for her, and she's like, I have to change my environment. I have to change it, and then go to environment B. I have to change my environment. When you're going to learn, it's not your environment. It has to be with you.
Right.
You understand? It has to do with me and you changing and serving the Lord. And now, once we see that, we come together join together as a nation, man. The Bible tells us to do it. You understand? So now they can't do what? Read one more time.
Can they hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets.
That we cannot go in our streets.
Right.
You understand? We can't do what, what free people do. Just, go wherever we feel like going. We can't do it. You can't. Because you have this oppressive system always on the lookout to do what? To harm you. That's clearly what it is. That's a soft target. You're a box cutter. You ever hear they say you're gonna bring out a knife to a gunfight?
Can.
Because it's who has the advantage?
The person with the gun.
Yeah.
Way more advantage, if I may, sir.
Come on.
She could have shoot him in his foot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I guarantee if she shoot him in his foot, there's not much he could have do after that. You know what I mean? But she decides she got unalive him. You know what I mean? Why? Because in her mind, like what Cap said, it's just an animal to her. You know what I mean? She have no relation to him where, you know what I mean? No love and no compassion, because in her mind, this is not her people. And what we need to understand about the oppressor as well, the oppressor can't have compassion for you. The oppressor cannot relate to your pain and your suffering. You know what I mean? You call the police for calm down your son that probably have a mental problem. But the police don't come with the intention to say, all right, this is a troubled individual. The police is somebody, the oppressor, see somebody that in their mind is a problem and a menace to society that have to go down. You know what I mean? And I saw them, I go look for you, whether you're Jamaican, you think, say, boy, you're different from Black Americans. No, you're the same.
That's right.
You're the same as Black Americans. So we need to leave this mentality to Cap where we go to the United States and we start look down for our Black American brothers, because we think that them get opportunities that if we did get, we would have make you suffer and rare. No, right. You know, say what our Black American brothers have to go through. See, them have to face racism, police brutality, you know what I mean, systematic oppression, you know what I mean. Them have to face that, and when you go over there and see that for yourself, you know what I mean, then you get to understand, say you can't trust the oppressor.
Yes.
You can't trust the oppressor. You have, guess what you have to go do? You have to have some sympathy and some compassion for your Black American brothers.
That's right.
Your Hispanic brothers. You know what I mean? And don't think that them have a better rose over there, because them don't.
That's
you
right.
Understand? As a matter of fact, them a bear more burden than you ever bear in your life, because you live in a country where, you know what I mean, racism exists in Jamaica, you know, but it's not blatant.
That's right.
You understand? So when you go over there, don't look down for your brothers, them and feel like, say, boy, them have it easy. Them don't have it easy, and you go find out.
That's right.
And the scripture say, we need to come together. So now, guess what we need to do? We need to understand, say, we have a common enemy.
That's
our Black American brothers and our Hispanic brothers' enemies are our enemies.
That's right.
You understand? And we need to unite with them and know that these are our people and not the oppressor. And the love what we have here in Jamaica for white woman, it have to stop, because it was a white woman who unalived this brother, this Jamaican brother. You know what I mean? We need to understand, say, the white woman is just as bad as the white man.
That's right. If not worse.
If not worse, because guess what go on now? We think she's harmless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Slack, yes, sir.
You're so right.
Can. Most of them.
I send you a text to your phone. I don't know if you get which one you want to send it to.
Slack.
Otherwise,
I'm pull it up.
Otherwise, I could read it.
1 second.
You know what I mean? Because it's something good for us to you know what I mean, look into. You understand? You want to go? You want to go?
You can put it on the screen.
No, remember, an animal computer.
Oh, through me a live stream on TikTok. I know I black out TikTok.
Okay, well, let me do it. I'll read it.
Can slack yes.
No, you good. You good. All right, let me see. Let me get a part here that I want to read here, right? So, right, and I mean, and people think, okay, like we equal to,
right.
you know what I mean, to the oppressor and all these other nations. We're not equal. I'm gonna tell you how we're not equal. The Jamaicans on the island, the books you're reading in school, who wrote those books?
The oppressor.
You understand? The system, your system of college, your system of primary school, elementary school. Yeah, black people teaching you, but you're not learning about your black people.
Right.
You're not. You understand? And this is what we have to understand too. We have to be very careful of who the oppressor accepts. Any black leader that the oppressor accepts, I'm now going to research them. And I guarantee you, I'm going to find the reason why they accept him is because he is not going against the grain. And when I say not going against the grain, meaning this, he's not going against the teachings of what they're pushing on black people, which is anti the Bible, which is anti-Christ.
Right.
You understand? Martin Luther King was a famous black leader in America. There's a statue of him in the White House. Before Martin Luther King died, he said out his mouth, he think he has led his people into a burning house. And not soon after that, he got unalive by a white man. You understand? The same man, he was telling us we have to march hand in hand with the children and say free at last. The same man that unalive him. And now he puts him up as being a leader for black people, when all Martin Luther King did was he just did what? Led us into a burning house, meaning what? He made us accept white America.
Right.
When the Lord, according to the Bible, does not want you to accept white America. Does not. And when I say does not want you to accept white America, meaning this, you are not supposed to celebrate the holidays. You understand? You're not supposed to have interracial marriages.
Right.
You understand? You recognize everything I've said so far is what you would call what? Non-violent. You understand? Like Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King followed after Mahatma Gandhi. But the only thing he didn't do was what? Try to do what? Separate his people from the oppressor.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Instead, he wanted us to what? Go sit in their restaurants. So if we went and sit in their restaurants and they're not sitting in our restaurants, what's going to happen to our restaurants?
That for close down.
Even close down. You understand? So now, and now what's able to happen now is these other nations able to come into your community and now sell you food. So you tell me a black man can't open a store and sell black people, but they could do it for their people. You see the vastness? You understand? These things are not done like by mistakes. These things are their studies that was out there, that was done. You understand? On these things. When I say these things, meaning what you're seeing right now. Right? What you're seeing right now is the result of what? Dehumanizing our people. That's the result of that. So now, when you get called to a place, you are not seeing a human being. You are seeing 3/5 of a man. You understand? You are seeing menace to society. You are seeing the criminal
that's always on the 6 o'clock news.
Can.
You understand? So let me read this here for you, right?
Go ahead, sir.
There's certain things that ask Chat GPT. That's good. This what I said here. When you have time, just sit down and read some of it.
Can, sir. Yeah, man.
So I asked, can this be the reason why African Americans are looked at in a negative way around the world? Because that not just African Americans, but brothers on the whole in the Caribbean, we look at it in a negative way around the world. You understand? So it says what? This is a serious and important question. And the most accurate answer is media representation is one contributing factor, but it's not the sole reason. Right? Below is a balanced, evidence-based explanation without blaming or stereotyping any group. Right? But we know who did this to us. We know who didn't allow us to have our own schools.
Right.
Teach our children our history. Why we have to read a book with an oppressor teaching us our history. Well, if that is, then guess what? You are giving the oppressor control over your narrative. So now he's going to write a book so that what? It doesn't, you don't have to look at him as being an animal by the way he treated us. You understand? Look at him. Because how in the hell you could tell me in 2025, you go ask any black person about slavery, what they know about slavery, and I guarantee you, the elder generation might be better giving you their views on it. The closest thing that happened in history on it. But the younger generation coming up, why is that the case? Because the younger, each generation, they're done doing what? Diluting it. Until, guess what? It's going to start to come out that we just migrated to these places. And we wanted to come to the Caribbean, just like what? Just like today. We want to migrate to America. You understand?
Yeah.
So it will be no different in the near future when they say you want to migrate. When guess what? You were kidnapped. You were brought across to the Caribbeans, to North, South, and Central America. You understand? Against your will.
Right.
You understand? You were forced to come across here to make this man the richest empire on the face of the earth. You understand? And guess what he did when before he left? Before England left Trinidad, before England left Jamaica, they went and bring indentured laborers. Why did they go bring the Indians on the island? Because they knew what? What you think they knew?
So like, yes, sir. I guess them never want, you know what I mean? Them never want we become empowered and them not want pay we the wages that we deserve. Them would rather somebody else come earn wages, meanwhile we remain in the same state that slavery, you know what I mean, put us in. So that we remain at the bottom of society. It's like
you want it. You want it. You definitely want it. Just think about it this way. All right? Remember, the Indians came to the island. They weren't what? They weren't enslaved.
Their
culture wasn't taken from them.
Sir.
It wasn't ripped from them. They came here with a name. They knew who they were. You understand? They know their people. So in other words, what I'm trying to get you to understand, and not you, but my brothers and sisters that are looking on, is that they did what? They were not destroyed as a nation. They won't. By the time black people got out of slavery, brother, we didn't know who we were. A few of us knew it, but the majority of us did not know it. You understand? Harriet Tubman, I think, was one of the persons that knew who she was. Nat Turner. Reading the Bible, recognized who he was. You understand? But went about the wrong way. had the right spirit, but did it the wrong way. You understand? And now you come in the year 2025, and not every Black person, Hispanic person, and First Nation people, a few of us, I say a few of us, those of us in the truth, recognize that the Bible is our record.
Right.
And that's because we have allowed a nation to continually do what? Teach us our narrative. Teach us our story. You understand? No other nation that is done to. You think you could be a white man and teach the East Indian about his heritage, about his culture, about his history, the Chinese? What about a Jewish man? You think you could go teach people about his Holocaust? You might be able to teach about his Holocaust better than you could teach about your Holocaust.
Right.
You understand? Let me read some of this here, right? So they say that media representation does shape what? Perception. And there's one thing you have to understand. Perception. What's the perception? I mean, what people think about you when they see you. You understand? In the movies, you know what I mean? I don't know if it was in Jamaica also too, but I know in Trinidad, we used to see Black people, Black Americans, being depicted in a negative way in movies.
Yeah, kind of concerts. Same way here in Jamaica.
You understand? Go ahead.
Quick and fast, sir. I think what we notice as well here in Jamaica is the Black man always die first in the movies. That is always a thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes. And that's going to give people what? A perception if they never see you.
Yeah. Kind of
you understand? Right?
Kind of
So they say what? Psychology and sociology consistently shows that people form opinion about a group they do not personally know through media. Repetition of certain images creates implicit bias. Absence of positive or complex portrayal reinforce. You understand? Like they know what they're doing. So when our brothers and sisters come on the TV crying, we feel their pain, but guess who ain't feeling their pain?
The oppressor.
The oppressor, not. He's like, in his mind, why are you here?
Right. I mean,
why are you here? You know what I mean? Go back to your country. Should have been back in your country. You understand? And they're going to use things like this to further do what? Try and paint a perception of us. Like right now on the earth, people know that the so-called Israelis committed genocide on the Palestinians. But yet and still, they don't have a what? A perspective as bad as what? Black people. You understand? We don't. We down the list. Understand? Why? Because our leaders, our Black leaders, are not fighting and saying, yo, stop showing us in a negative way on the media like that. Why we don't show more positive things? And then when you ask them for more positive things, what do you think they're going to show you? What do you think they're going to show you?
Show you the Black sellout Black leaders and Christians, you know what I mean? Uncle Toms and them people. Yeah.
They're going to show you entertainers.
Yeah,
successful entertainers. Successful football players. But guess what? There are successful doctors. Why not pushing that on his TV?
Right.
Why not pushing Black people on it? Why not pushing Black superheroes on the TV?
Right.
Why is it so hard for me to sit down to find a show for my kids to watch where they could see somebody that looks like them, that they could relate to? You understand?
Can.
That's because they know it based on perception.
Can.
Two, some of this get some of it right. Hollywood is global. African Americans aren't. You understand? Hollywood is global. And you know who runs Hollywood.
Right.
That's why they are looked at in that manner. Because now they could create a perspective of their people in the media. You understand? But we can't, because we don't have the power like them. You understand? We don't have it. Right? Let me skip all the way down to right? This is what it say here. Final thought. The plain truth. African Americans are not viewed negatively because of who they are. So they're not viewed negatively. Like these people, we don't know who they are. We're not viewed, negative because of who we are.
Right.
You understand? But because of who has historically told their story.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
And so like yes, sir, if I may, we here in Jamaica, we need to understand, say, are the same story. You understand?
Yeah.
We and the same propaganda being, pushed about our Black American brothers is the same propaganda being pushed about us. You know what I mean? There's no way we can separate ourselves from our Black American brothers and our Hispanic brothers. It's the same narrative. So if them push the agenda that Black Americans are criminals, Black Americans are, dishonest, lazy, and rare, just know that that's the same narrative that is pushed about Jamaicans, Trinidadians, and every, Israelite immigrant that migrate to America. So when you go to America, don't think that, all right, yes, you need to follow Donald Trump. You need a party, but here in Jamaica, sir, we tend to swing to Trump for some reason. You know what I mean? Swing to Trump because them like, Trump straightforward. You know what I mean? And it's really him being stupid, but we like him straightforwardness and rare. Not knowing that the same racism we see in Trump is the same racism directed towards us as well.
That's right.
And how we are going to learn, how we are going to know. We're going to know by how the police treat way over there.
That's right.
You understand? We're going to see the interaction between us and the police and see, say, the same, oppression that our Black American and Hispanic brothers face is the same oppression we are get. So what that mean? We have to know, say, we have the same enemy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
that
right.
we have to do. We need to stop living this illusion that, we're separate from our brothers.
That's right.
We're not separate. We are the same. And we need to know that we need to come together. Get inside the SUP, get inside the school. You know what I mean? The only way you can prepare, especially times like now, when they ramp up them racism. Now you're going to see more Jamaicans, more Caribbean people get unalive by the police.
That's right.
Don't think that now going to happen in droves now, because guess what go on? Now them want get you the hell out of them country.
That's right.
You know what I mean? That's go on right now. So don't love up and kiss up Donald Trump thinking that he's for you. Donald Trump is a racist bastard, and he hate Black Americans and he hate you too.
That's right.
You understand? Slack, yeah.
No, you're right. Yeah, you're holding any arm. You have another one? Another scripture?
Yeah. May have one more scripture we can close out on for time's sake. You know what I mean? Man. We have Ecclesiasticus 12:10, which says, never trust thine enemy.
And that's the Bible right there for you.
If
you in control of your narrative, if you in control of your perception of how people see you, then you could teach this to your people. Commander J. Hannon taught us this.
Right.
No oppressor. Nothing we trust about them.
Right.
You understand? Why?
For like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
You understand? he is always going to try to backdoor you.
Sir.
Always. Do not trust him.
Right.
The Bible telling you, don't trust him. Which means God telling you, don't trust him. Come on.
So like this brother, he trusted the oppressor to call the police, thinking that, you know what I mean, the police are going to come and rectify the situation with his son. And guess what him find out? Him find out that the oppressor is wicked.
That's right.
And the oppressor came and unalive him son, this Jamaican brother's son. You know what I mean? So, okay.
Yeah, man. All right. Any more?
Last, sir, that is a good note. We can close out on another excellent class, sir.
Give me one more. Proverbs 22:1.
Down
one. Because I want black people to understand this, and we need to, you know what I mean, this is going to, you know what I mean, basically, you know what I mean, save us. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Proverbs 22:1. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches.
You understand? Meaning, you don't have to sell your soul out, brother.
Right.
You keep your integrity.
You
understand? Keep your integrity, blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people. America, what the carrot? You ever see the I think the saying with the carrot and the horse?
Yeah, carrot and a stick.
Carrot and a stick.
And
the horse will follow that wherever. But guess what that horse is never going to get?
That carrot.
Yeah. And that's America. People come here to get rich. People come here to get money so they can send it back to the families down there in the Caribbean, wherever, you know what I mean, South Central America. Come here to try and make money. And when you come with that mindset, you're going to do anything and anything for it. And you can't do that as a nation. You cannot do that. The Lord is not going to sit well with the Lord. Look at P. Diddy. P. Diddy got all the money in the world. You understand? But he was an abuser.
Right.
To men and women.
You
understand? Look at Jay-Z. Jay-Z, one of the richest black men in America. And guess what? He told Kaepernick, well, his time for kneeling is done. Well, brother, still getting unalive. How about we stop kneeling when they stop unaliving us?
Right.
I think that's a fair trade. We stop kneeling when they stop unaliving us. But when you have men like Jay-Z who gain a bag of money, he's choosing riches over what?
Yeah.
Reputation.
Yeah,
Oprah is choosing riches over reputation. All your black leaders, except Commander Junior Hanna, is choosing riches over reputation.
Right.
You understand? And we have to be wary of that. Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people. Your name mean more than money.
Right.
All right. Anything else to say? I think that might be a good note to stop there on.
Concern. To order again for coming through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, anytime.
To everybody watching, you know what I mean? This is the Breakdown Podcast where we break down the strongholds holding by the children of Israel here in the Caribbean, North, Central, and South America. And with that, Shalom.
Shalom, warrior.
Shalom, sir. Yabashushkata.
Shalom, Israel.
Yeah. One West. Yeah, I'm sorry. Me need a break. I'm sorry. We work hard in a life, hustle every day and all in a night. Man a hunt for the goal and a dig it in a road and a live no life. I'm sorry. Me need a break, I'm sorry. Right now, me I seek time for myself.